Hello and welcome to another episode of the tutorial series. In this video we are going through the job Danger in the Skies, a plane mission as Sly. And we will start things off with the turret section. We need to shoot down 14 turrets, and there is a good route you might want to follow, which I'm going to show you. So at the first you want to steer left and hold X so you go fast, like this. Wait until the turret shoots and then shoot the green area and start repeating that all over again. These first 5 look like this, so we are just going to use air brakes and the boost to move around fast, and right after the turret shoots you want to dodge the bullets and then shoot the green area. In this turret part we are actually going to take some damage to help us death abuse in the following bat section. So what we want to do is to take damage twice from the turrets, and then we are I'm gonna show you just in a minute how we are going to take 1 extra damage from a object. But so in total in this turret section we want to take damage twice from the turrets. So in this clip I already took twice damage, so I don't wanna take any more damage because that will make me die and that will reset the turret section. You start from 0. So you might want to dodge these first turrets and then save the turret damage to the remaining 4 turrets or something like that. After the 5th turret, steer left as much as you can do, because there is a chance you can make the 1 cycle there, because one of the turrets has actually shot when you were shooting the first 4, so there is a chance if you're fast enough you can make the cycle, but if you miss that, that's okay. Just shoot the right one first and wait until the left one shoots again, so you can shoot the green area. After shooting the 7th one, we are going to go forward a bit to shoot another 2 turrets and then steer to left. There is 1 turret behind a tower post or whatever that is called. We are going to shoot the 10th turret that is located over there, and then we are going to take damage. We are going to crash into the post, and that will make us go a little bit on health wise, so that makes the damage abuse easier and faster, but also that will spawn us very conveniently next to the 11th one. So do that. After the 10th one, crash into the post and you will be spawned here. For the remaining 4 you are just gonna dodge these and use boost and air brakes. Make sure you are going to be low on health. So if you haven't taken any shots from turrets, you want to take 2 shots, and I would recommend leaving the last shot to the very last turret. That makes the more I would say it would make it easier and safer that you don't accidentally take too much damage, because that has happened to me a couple of times, gotta admit that. So leaving the last shot to the last turret, that is a very wise solution there. Moving on to the bat section. At the very beginning of the bat section, after the cutscene, you want to hold your controller's left stick up and then hold X, so you will boost downwards right away. If you did the damage abuse correctly, you will die immediately and spawn with full health and full ammo. After spawning, you want to steer up, so hold your left stick downwards and press square as well to use the air brakes, so that will make you turn a little bit tighter upwards. And then you want to start repeating the same pattern all the way, so that's holding L1 to shoot the missile. Once you hear the audio cue or see the crosshair flashing, that's the indicator that the turret is ready to be shot. Then you want to release L1, and once the turret has connected to the bat, you want to shoot a short burst. The bats have less HP compared to the planes in Asus semifinals. So you want to do short burst, and that will make it for the bats if you don't miss too many shots. And with the damage, death abuse, you don't even need to pick up any ammo if you don't miss like a ton of shots. So that will make it also very convenient doing the death abuse strat. So you can just focus on shooting the bats. And how do you spawn bats around you? The key is over there to use the air brakes. If you either go left or right whilst holding square, that will almost every time spawn you at least one bat, so you are always ready to shoot the missile. So as you can see in this clip, I'm just holding square and holding to the right, and that will make me get a ton of bats. I'm always ready to shoot, and that makes me fast in this phase. For the last two one, I personally do damage abuse there, because as you can see the counter, it only increases once the bats have landed the death plane below. The counter doesn't increase when you shoot the bat, no, it only increases once the bats have fallen and hit the death plane below. So that makes us that if we just shoot the last bat, it will take a couple of seconds before the cutscene actually starts, because it takes a small amount of time before the bat reaches the death plane. It doesn't matter for the first bats, but for the last bat it actually matters. So I would recommend you damage abusing unless you are really low on health. If you have taken a ton of damage in this bat phase, you don't want to damage abuse, because you want to spare some health for the Dr. M fight as well. But if you're good on health, like I'm at this point, I'm just gonna shoot the 18th bat and then crash into the 19th and 20th bat. So that will make the cutscene start immediately after crashing to the last bat. Moving on to the basically last part of this job, the Dr. M dogfight, as it's known as the Master Thief Challenge, which is a very good place to practice this job actually, at least this part, because it's exactly the same in the Master Thief Challenge as in the job itself. But in the beginning, you want to start just shooting Dr. M right away. You don't need to care about ammo in this part, because you will have infinite ammo. So right after the cutscene ends, you want to be holding R1, so you will start shooting immediately, and then just try to hit Dr. M all the time. There is no time when Dr. M couldn't take any damage, so you want to be shooting all during this Dr. M fight. So just hold R1 all the time, that's that's the thing. In this, there is actually 4 phases. So this first one and the third phase are similar as are the second and the fourth one. And during the first and the third one, you want to also be shooting missiles, which you might not think of unless it's told you that you can actually do that. So what I'm doing here when I got close to Dr. M is I am spamming the missile button we used in the bat section. So I'm spamming my L1 button as well as X button, because that will make me be close to Dr. M all the time, so I don't need to care about the missiles Dr. M is shooting towards me. If I would be farther away, the missiles would shoot me and eventually kill me as well. But if you are close enough like this, you won't take any damage from the missiles, so you can just keep shooting Dr. M and chilling there. After the first phase, if you keep unloading your gun to Dr. M, you don't really need to care about the lasers, because Dr. M will take enough damage, so the laser section will end as soon as it starts. But if you miss a couple of shots, then it might be wise to try to avoid the lasers, get inside the lasers, so you won't take damage by those. You can also damage abuse a little bit if you're good on health, but I would recommend trying to avoid taking any extra damage here. Then the third phase is exactly the same as the first one, so just get close to Dr. M and unload your gun and spam missiles. The fourth one is basically the same as the second one, just a little bit different laser pattern. This time as well, if you don't miss any shots, you don't need to care about the lasers at all, but if you start missing some shots, try to get inside the lasers and keep shooting Dr. M, and eventually you will get the kill. And here, in the end of the job, we are just going to paraglide. So Sly will jump off the plane, and after that count to 3 and then start holding paraglider. 1, 2, 3, and let's go. That way you can make it, and then you can just adjust the height as well. So now here's going to be a really long cutscene before the Ancestors Gauntlet, so this will be it for this video, and I will see you with the next one, the Ancestors Gauntlet.